What's up, guys? Broken Prophet here. And, I'm just sitting here playing with the new stuff. and, I've felt led to like give you guys a message. And I don't even know where it's going. I just know what I feel in my heart. I feel like Spirit touched me to reach out and touch you guys. You know, I know times are hard right now. We are waiting to see if they're going to give checks. Some of us haven't even gotten them, waiting to see if we going to get them, period. We don't know if we're going to go back to work. We don't know what's going on, and we're living in fear. Listen, we were not given that. We have not been given the spirit of fear, so let's let it go. Let's let it go. Listen, we don't know what's going to happen in the future. We can't dwell on the past. The past, all we can do is focus on the right now. Focus on the right now. So that's what I want to do. I want to give you guys a quick work. This is going to be Hoodoo on a budget because it's going to be some things that even if you don't have them, you can get them just like that. And if you can get them just like that, you can start working just like that, and you can change this one thing, luck. That's what most of us just need, just a little bit of luck, just a little bit of something to hold on to, a little bit of something to believe in. And the next thing you know, we are building pyramids and moving mountains again. All right. So you know what? Let's get it. All right, guys. So we are walking outside of Hoodoo Central. We're going on a very, very short road trip. Absolutely not going on a road trip, guys. You know where we're going to go? Out here to a tree. So all you're going to need is a tree and a sharp implement. Go up to the tree, get you a little bit of bark. There. This will do it. And the next thing you're going to need is something that just grows wild. Yep, regular old grass. Not like this because there's clover here also. But there, that's all we're going to need. Let's get back inside. All right, guys. All right, so I'm set up. We're back, back inside. And I apologize that I forgot to tell you that you're also going to need a candle and some string. And that is it. And you're going to need to focus on yourself. Because right now, we all need some luck, right? We need some things to shake, some things to change. Now we're going to go about changing that. So we have our two pieces of bark. Hopefully you were able to see it. I'm still learning a new camera, guys. Bear with me. We got our two pieces of bark. And we've got our leaves, our clover. Now, why did we pick this? Well, the reason I chose this work for you guys is because a lot of you don't know which roots and herbs to use. But here's the thing. We're looking for growth and prosperity. And we are the descendants of the ancestors that did not know what grew in this land. But we knew enough to know, like, when the summer heat hits, some plants die out, others thrive. When the winter cold hits, some die out, some thrive. And we pick the ones that are thriving because we want that energy within us. And that's what we want right now. We want to thrive in these trying times. So it doesn't matter until you get an understanding from like a teacher, some training. Right now, just keep it simple. And that's what I want to talk about, guys. Just keep it simple. These were green when I picked them. When there was I don't know if you saw, there was a tree out there that was cut. There's nothing that can teach me right now. It's dead. I want the ones that are alive. Like, I want my luck to be alive right now. I get on you guys a lot because you use, all these web resources and things like that to help you decide on plants and roots and stuff. And I get it. I do. We talked about that last night on the live. But in the meantime, let's just keep it simple. Let's break it down into components. This is alive. I want it to be alive. And life requires things in this world, money, love, stuff like that. So we get the ones that are green and growing despite adversity. I've said all the time, like, one of the strongest plants that you can pick when you don't know any better is a weed, because a weed will survive no matter what. All right. Now, when we pick ingredients, the reason why we don't just jumble a bunch of stuff together, even if it's all labeled money, is because some roots and herbs do not work well together. Okay. They don't. Like that little thing in kindergarten where they used to check next to your name and teacher would put plays well with others. I only got that check a couple of times. Well, some roots and herbs don't play well with each other. That's why a lot of you aren't getting the results, because you're just jumbling stuff together and they're so busy fighting against each other. They're not fighting for you. Okay. And this is something I've taught my students. When we're combining things, some roots and herbs are followers, some are leaders. Okay. And so you generally will put one that's a leader with some followers so that one can kind of steer the rest of them. And I know a lot of people are like, well, it's all about intent. Well, who has time in this crazy world we live in with our, commitments to family, to friends, to work, ourselves, pets. Everything is vying for our attention that we don't have time for intention a lot of times. That's why you pick that one route to be the leader. Now, instead of going over that, I'm going to tell you a way that you can kind of cheat code your way to get the same results of having that leader. Okay. And it's with something. I had a wonderful live with the members, and we talked a lot about the ancestors and how important they are, because there's nothing new under the sun. What you're going through, what you're feeling right now, one of them has gone through it and felt it. A bunch of them have gone through and felt it. And, and some of them have overcome it. And if they have overcome it, they can help you to overcome it. So what I want you to do is, until you find out how to actually classify and work with these roots and herbs, look, a lot of you don't work do work because you feel like you need to know stuff, and you need to know stuff. And I get it. But this is something that you can all hit the ground running with right now. There's no time like the present, and no better day than today. So what I want you to do, I want you to take a candle. It doesn't matter what type of candle it is. All right, this is Hoodoo on a budget. I got this one. You can use a birthday candle, a tea light, whatever, and dedicate that tea light to your ancestors. Wipe yourself down with it, take it to your ancestors and say, guys, I'm giving this to you as a symbol of light, a symbol of energy, and a symbol of your guidance to me. When I light this candle, I'm feeding you so that you can feed me. I trust in your guidance. I will follow your guidance. And I'm so sorry the times that you've spoken to me through my conscience and my regrets, but I acted contrary to where you tried to guide me. Please bestow your energy and your divine guidance on this candle, that I might, do the physical things in this world necessary to follow in the path that I have been set on. Amen. This will be your saving grace candle. It will be your saving grace candle. When you don't know what root or herb to pick, you light this candle. You pray to them for guidance. I'm sorry, I have the fan on. And then you start to work. Some of y'all out there have ancestor money and y'all itching to burn it, even though I say don't burn it. So that's fine. So you take some money and you take this bark and you take these leaves. You put the leaves inside the money. Fold it up. Don't pay all that attention to, do I fold it away from me? Do I fold it towards me? Just fold it up. Sandwich it in between the bark. Take your twine, string, thread, shoestring, whatever you've got. And you wrap it up. Knife. There we go. Cut carefully. Don't cut yourself. I don't want to have to come visit y'all and just knot it. And remember how I said, there, just knot it. And remember how I said that, you want a root or herb to lead the others in the way this should go. your saving grace candle from your ancestors. You drip the wax on there. And you can drip it on the knot. You can drip it, it doesn't matter. Because see, they are looking after this work for you. When you can't be all focused on the intent of this work, because, sometimes we can't. We got to make dinner. We got to go to work. We got to find work. We got to do all these things. But them seeing, after you've dedicated that candle, that this is important to you, will have them focus on it. So let them steer it. Let them guide it. And let them use this work to guide you. Now, why did we pick this? Well, we talked about why we picked the green stuff, but a lot of you are like, why the bark? Well, what does the bark do for a tree? It protects it. So we are adding, trying to make our money grow, our luck grow. We have a symbol of it, and we're also protecting ourselves during our period of growth, because that's why a lot of us act the way we act now, because during our periods of growth, when we were so vulnerable, we didn't have the protection that we needed. So here we go. It is very simple. It's very effective. Your ancestors will guide it, and they will be with you. Okay? They'll be with you. Now watch your luck grow and watch your money grow. Now, let me speak to you guys about regret. I'll probably do a live on this. Listen, regret and your conscience. It's said that the conscience is like the very voice of God, or the God in you. Your conscience is, basically the soul having a conversation with itself. We all are in places, or we've been in places where we feel regret. We feel our conscience just nagging us. Well, when you feel that, that is like a little alarm system telling you, hey, you created a hole out there in the world. Remember our live, we talked about creating a hole. All right. And, maybe on how you spoke to someone, or how you reacted to a situation, and it blew up and it was negative. You created a hole. But when you sit there and you wallow in it, that's just because nature does not like a vacuum. Nature does not like empty spaces. Nature will fill that hole. And a lot of times it's filled with ourselves, our bodies, our mental health, and all kinds of things to repair that patch. It's better to repair that patch by listening to the will of God through our conscience and our regret, and making a conscious decision to not do it again. Let's not fall on this stagnant, childish thought that a lot of us have, is like, well, that's just who I am. Yes, but that's not who you have to be. And when you decide not to do that anymore, well, that negative energy inside of you that made you commit that act in the past, let that leave you and go and fill that hole. Fill the hole with things you don't. So it doesn't have to be filled with the things, you don't want. So it doesn't have to be filled with the things that you do want, like your own inner peace, your own inner calm. Okay. Yeah, I kind of feel a lot going on. But anyway, guys, do this work and make a conscientious effort. Listen to your conscience. They say, let your conscience be your guide. That's more spiritual than a lot of us believe. Okay. And man, thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. And learn to appreciate yourselves. And let's all grow. All right. Bye.